Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Majin Slayer here, and today I got for you guys a Master Duels replay. It is a match I had during my locals, and I would say it's decently competitive. As you can see, I'm going up against Prank Kids that still has Meow Mew at 3 in this format. And as you guys can go and see, my only going second card is Droplets, and he has a going second card himself. So you can go ahead and interrupt me still during my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I go and break through a Prank Kids board. I'm going to go into Fansies, trigger Fansies, probably bring out Fire, I'm guessing. Gonna mill the Pranks, go ahead and bring out Fire. Can go ahead, go into the Doodle Doo. Oh yeah, it's best of 1, by the way, at the locals I play in. The locals I'm interested in for best of 3. The guy in charge just hasn't been firing them off because he keeps on having something come up. He's going to go ahead, add place. Then he's going to go ahead, go with the Doodle Doo. Go ahead, add back the Pranks and add back the Fire. The fact that he didn't dump the fusion spell to the graveyard tells me that he already has the fusion spell in hand, so that's why he went ahead and goes with like the Pranks for an extender. Go ahead, brings out the token. Go ahead and bring out the Bow Wow Bark. Go ahead and trigger the Dropsies right here. Go ahead, bring out the Roxy's. Go ahead, set the fusion spell. End phase, go ahead, put those cards back. Go ahead, draw into a Lightning Storm. Go ahead, top deck into an Ancient Cloak, which is pretty nice. Gives me more good discard fodder for the gloves. Here, I just let him go Bow Wow Bark here. Go ahead and add back the extenders. The reason why I let him add it back is because I want him to commit to the Battle Butler summon, because this is going to lock him out of special summoning, so then that way I don't have to play around Nibiru and I can only have to worry about low impact hand traps if he hasn't used them already. Let's go ahead, so summon out Boots, summon out the Wielder. I could have gone into Cherubini first, but here I just want to go ahead and make it look like I'm oblivious to my own Cherubini protection effect. He's going to go ahead and trigger Lampsies, the Water, and the Wind. Here, you want to chain Droplets as soon as they use their trigger effects, because they can't use Battle Butler right away. They have to give you priority as the turn player, because you have quick effect priority after trigger effects trigger. So I go ahead and use my priority right here. I go ahead, send the Ancient Cloak. So that way when the chain link starts resolving, I can go ahead and negate the Battle Butler. So I can go ahead and bring out Fire. So as you guys can probably tell by this, I'm not going to be able to go to OTK. I'm more so or less just going to go ahead and establish a lock on him, the Rhongo Bongo lock, because I don't have enough like fodder to work with to get rid of all his bodies on field. I'm going to dump Graph, trigger itself, go ahead and bring out Seer. Go ahead, link off the Cherubini and the Seer into the Rusty Bardiche. I'm going to go ahead, trigger Seer, bring out the Cherubini. Go ahead, trigger Rusty right here. He's going to go ahead and chain Valor. Hard drawing the Rhoda really helped me there because I still have access to get to my Stained Underwear. And go for a Shade Brigandine as well with the Ancient Cloak in Graveyard. Here I'm going to go ahead, use Gloves, tag out for another Torn Scales. Go ahead, Ancient Cloak, add the Shade Brigandine. Go ahead, revive out the Torn Scales. Go ahead, Rhoda, add the Stained Underwear. Go ahead, Shade Brigandine. Go ahead, go into the Stained Underwear, make it level 4. Here I'm going to go ahead, go for the Rhongo Bongo. The reason why I go for Rhongo Bongo is because I'm about to go into Gossip Shadow, right? And if he somehow has another Valor for the Gossip Shadow, then I can just go ahead and go into a Downward Zeus play, because I want some type of interruption during his turn, because Rhongo just acts as the towers against Prank Kids that can still have a chance at outing it. even then, it actually just has the attack boost currently with only 2 materials. So even then, like it'd be even more easier for him to out. So a downward Zeus play was there for me. Not exactly a downward Zeus play with the Rhongo Bongo, but with the Gossip Shadow. And here I'm going to go ahead just trigger the Raigeki effect of Hero Champion Rhongo Bongo, just blowing up his pranks because right now his prank kids can't be destroyed by card effects. You know, his Lightning Storm is dead, his prank kids are dead. He's going to go ahead, make his Roxy's into attack position. Here I'm going to go ahead and use Share Beam Protection effect. He's going to go ahead and set Fanzy's end phase. I have to detach due to the Rhongo Bongo end phase effect. I'm going to go ahead and top deck into a Snake, which is actually pretty good because I'm going to go ahead and start link climbing into my Nightmare Unicorn. Here I'm going to go ahead, dump Ancient Cloak with Cherubini. Here I want to go ahead and play around a potential top deck called By the Grave. And so by doing so, I instead go ahead and add the Ragged Gloves instead because essentially I don't really need my normal summon here. Well, I do actually because I end up playing around the Called by the Grave, but let's say for example I would have went ahead and added Boots, well then now it's like Boots is just going to add me another Pog Blade. It's not getting me back my Rusty, whereas he's going to go ahead and use the Call by on the Torn Scales, right? Right, so then I'm just going to go ahead, get rid of the Torn Scales. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon out the Ragged Gloves. Go ahead, get that into the graveyard. I'm going to go ahead, link climb into the Nightmare Unicorn. Then Nightmare Unicorn effect, discarding the Snake. And then Snake effects, go ahead, trigger itself, revive itself out. Go ahead, link climb my way into the Axis Code Topper. Then Axis Code effect, go ahead, pop his Unknown Set. Go ahead, Ragged Gloves, tag out for a Wings effect. Go ahead, revive out the Rusty Bardiche. Then Rusty effect, go ahead, dump Torn Scales, set a Fog Blade. Now here I'm just going to go ahead, swing into the Roxy's, swing with the Rusty into the Fire, then swing directly with the Rhongo Bongo. Here it's like, even if he does Lightning Storm me, I'm going to detach for cost during the end phase with Boots, and then Boots is going to go ahead trigger the Torn Scales to go ahead and search me under the trap, and then I just go Break Sword Pop from there. I top deck into a Droplet, go ahead trigger Boots, search a Pog Blade, go ahead trigger Torn Scales as well. Torn Scales effect pitch Pog Blade, go ahead dump another Boots, is the only target I have left since I've already gone through 2 gloves and 2 cloak. And yep, he just kind of sees the writing in the wall and goes. Alright, sorry guys, I had to cut that part of the video away. For some reason, Camtasia decided to render that pretty poorly at the end right there before I go ahead and end the video, so I have to re-record this part of the video where I just go over my deck list. For the most part, I like to play Lancey in the main deck because at least in my locals, depending on who I notice that entered the locals for that night, I put in Lancia. It's good if you expect to see someone who's playing Virtual World, someone who's playing Tri Brigade, Dinos, Dragon Link, Adamantipator kinda, because Block Dragon is legal in the game, so they believe they do have to banish, if I'm correct. Let's look up the text on Block Dragon real quick. Yep, must be by banishing 3 Earth monsters, yep. So, I feel like it's a decent meta call if you expect to see a lot of those types of like banishing decks, even the mirror match as well. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I'll probably upload a beginner's guide for those of you guys who are just coming into like learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Through like Mastery Duels, or want to learn how to play the Fam Night deck. I'll probably make an in-depth video guide going over some more replays in a video that's soon to come. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Have a nice day. Peace.